Luke, what sort of new channel development do you expect to see in the markets that you're working in?
None. That's just purely because I think insurers would love to be able to sell products through banks and distribution partners, but that from a technical perspective and an infrastructure perspective, they're not set up to do it. So I think even if they decided tomorrow that they wanted to do it, I think it'd probably take them 10 years, or they should probably never get there. So I think right now, I think aggregate is a kind of a safe bet, and they're going to be the primary channel for consumers to buy online. If insurers want to start selling through other channels, then I think they either need to look to invest in Insurtechs that can bridge the gap between them and third-party distributors, because the connectivity is not there, the talent's not there, the technology's not there. So most insurers are set up across multiple legacy systems. So as soon as they approach a bank and they want to sell products through a bank or multiple products through a bank, as soon as a bank assesses the complexity of that integration, they probably run a mile. So I don't think that's kind of in scope for anybody unless these insurtechs that provide kind of middleware or solve the problem of connectivity and the gap between insurers and third parties is going to exist.
So, so your view of the world going forward is aggregators just continue to sort of take an increasing share in the digital space? Is that how you see it?
I can only speak to the UAE, but yes, unless, like I said, the insurers invest in capability to bridge that connectivity gap, because I don't think they can do it on their own. In other markets, as I'll talk about embedded insurance just briefly, because that is another big opportunity for insurers and distributing in other channels. I think that Yallacompare is a broker as well as a tech provider. Brokers should be really worried about embedded insurance because it ultimately cuts them out. It's insurers embedding insurance, which gives the customer no opportunity to compare or do anything with it. It's just included in the service. But again, insurers don't have the technology to do that, and luckily at Yallacompare we do have that kind of technology to embed products and build products as well. So even if insurers do look to start embedding insurance and do look to third parties, I think we can still benefit because we're small, we're agile, and we can build the technology to do that, and they can't do it at the moment.
Interesting. Yeah, Quebec. Luke said some very unnice things about insurance companies there. I don't know whether you noticed, but do you have a response to that? And how what do you see as the the mix looks like on a go forward base?
It depends on the market, as Raish said. In UAE,
He wasn't talking about Qatar. He was.
yeah, but because in Qatar there is no aggregator, I would say. So now we are getting the biggest share in the market, and we are in a journey of, anyway, just keep more aggressive on acquisition. So because the market gives us this opportunity, because I mentioned 65% of traffic for brand queries. It's a huge, because we in the past 3 years invested a lot in the brand, which is not the case. UAE, we try to somehow disrupt this. Yeah, we're coming. Actually, we're coming with a solid R&D lab, which is Qatar for us. We consider it R&D lab, where we kind of try to test the water and try to see different types of approaches, techniques on acquisition, onboarding, which we try to extrapolate.
Strategy for UAE, is that what you're saying?
No, of course, the market is a bit different, but it's challenging. This is the challenge that is giving us another angle, kind of another point of view, how we need to act there. And then it could be that maybe within the span of 1 or 2 years, UAE could be the R&D lab for Qatar. So it could be the exchange of, experiments and ideas that we can back and forth implement. Again, we are quite comfortable here in Qatar, which is not good sometimes. You know, when you're quite comfortable, you stop thinking much, right? And just inertia is there, and you just, the power is there, and that's it. Whereas in the UAE, you have to be creative. You have to come up with something different. So one of the things that I already mentioned, the ecosystem, this is one of the ideas that we now, again, this is our something in the open now. We are trying to build the ecosystem here. We have a platform called QD, which stands for Qatar Digital. And we have a joke even in the team that in Dubai it will stand for Qatar Dubai. So QD. So QD is the app which we basically we started from the from the motor vertical, because it's our flagman in terms of the revenue and so on. So basically we are trying to build we try to break to break the insurance borders, to think a little bit from different angle when it comes to the acquisition. Because again, CAC in UAE and Qatar is pretty much 4 or 5.
The ecosystem. What is the ecosystem?
I mean by ecosystem, I mean we have one customer base in the middle and the different services where insurance will become one of the services of the ecosystem, which Preeti just mentioned about. You can either, the idea is very simple. Either we will be the part of other ecosystem, or we build the ecosystem and we lead the kind of, the entire feast, and then everyone will try to become the part of our ecosystem. So this is what we are trying to do in Qatar, and this is our vision, by the way. In the coming 3 years, we want to kind of focus on this, and we want to start
ecosystem. You're not going to do a pet ecosystem as well, eh?
No, okay. So basically, ecosystem / mobile app. So our main idea is that if you are not in mobile, you're not in the business these days. So you have to, because I mean, when it comes to the ecosystem game, you are pretty much, your competitors are not insurance companies or aggregators. Your competitors are Instagram, Mena, all the platforms where you try to fight for the attention of the users, right? So what we try to do, we try to think a little bit on a different level, which will allow us, again, in one hand, to diversify our acquisition channel. On the other hand, it will allow us to open up the new revenue streams as well, like risk-free, if you will. So something that will allow us to somehow, from the acquisition that we pay for the insurance customer, to increase the LTV and cross-sell other products, and to make a max out of what we invested in that business profit. So it's basically the system which will, will feed from both channels. So on one hand insurance, on the other hand non-insurance. That's the idea. It's a very long.
Sounds like a long build. It's a long build.
This is our vision. This is what drives our team. This is what it's in a way the big idea that we work.
Fantastic. So let me take you back a little though. So Motor is the core product at the moment for digital, right? So what's going on with health? Why does health lag Motor in digital sales?
Health, it's lagging, but it's catching up at a very fast pace, especially if you're talking about small and micro enterprises who typically do not get that level of attention either ways, from whether it's insurance companies or agents or brokers who couldn't really be more bothered. What makes it difficult, if you ask me, is more of underwriting. That's the challenge. And if you can break through that barrier on health underwriting from traditional carriers with fairly traditional underwriters and systems that cannot make decisions real time, that's to me the primary challenge of digitizing health, because the rest of the ecosystem exists. Just like, if I can talk about Saudi Arabia's infrastructure from the government, you have a full digital KYC option from the government whether it is for individuals or for organizations and entities, right? So is KYC a problem? No. You can validate anyone within a matter of few seconds. You have access to the employee database, and you can have access to their families that you have to mandatorily insure. So KYC and selling digitally is not the problem. What happens, and the typical example will be, you have a group of 10 people that need to be insured, and most companies would want to either insure all or none. And when you put such an underwriting rule that you're going to insure all or none for the sake of anti-selection, then you're saying if one out of those 10 employees has a non-standard health case, take all 10 and either reject or take all 10 and put them through a referral. And good luck with that, because then we are going to come back after 48 hours and let you know if we'll underwrite you or not. That to me is a big barrier that needs to be broken when it comes to
health product. What about just straight retail?
For our market, the mandatory product is the group health product. The individual retail health is not necessarily a big driving force, right? So it's
a regulatory issue, right?
Yeah, it's for us. I mean, I really cannot speak about the other two markets, but where we are at, all private sector employees and the dependents have to be mandatorily insured by the employer as a group health policy, and that's
sufficient for the employee.
Yeah, in most cases it is sufficient for the employees, and then for the government sectors and self-employed, there's the whole government infrastructure that's available. Individual health, so far I do not see great examples of digital success on individual health in that.
So Saudi not huge prospects there. What UAE?
Yeah, there's kind of two tiers to individual health. There's EBP, like the absolute basic level of cover, where there's no underwriting involved, so you could quite easily buy that online. That's fairly easy. The comprehensive stuff, as you just said, involves a lot of underwriting, so to build a journey around all of that underwriting is really difficult. I don't think anybody's really managed to master that yet. What we've just built, though, in the B2B space, we've just built an SME digital health portal. So companies can buy digital health purely online for SMEs. This is usually for companies between 3 and 10 employees. So this is a one-off. Well, not one-off. We're first to market with this. Nobody else has ever done this before. So we've replaced kind of an 8-page medical assessment form with a seamless digital journey. So we cut it down by about 80%. So this is sort of an example of where insurers can't do these kind of things. This is all about refining customer journeys. This is about being super digital. This is all about being super analytical, really customer centric, being innovative and agile. And this is where we've kind of taken a product that's been notoriously really difficult to build a digital proposition around because it's so complicated. We've minimized the whole thing and we've managed to get it online. So this is just another one of those ways where we're kind of diversifying into other markets, and this SME and then digitizing it is a space where we've seen.
Sounds like a good outcome. Very good outcome. We're about to wrap up, so some wrap-up questions, super fast. What are you doing to accelerate digitization in your firm? What's the key issue? We'll start with Alibek.
As I already mentioned, the customer journey, this is ongoing process. It's ongoing improvement. So this is pretty much the marathon that we're running. So we're somewhere in the, let's say, 15th kilometer of the marathon.
So, folks.
I don't have to digitize. I'm born digital. I have to continue on this journey. And I think product innovation and finding really very interested, relevant partner ecosystems.
Fantastic. Luke.
Yeah, so we're going to try and venture out into other markets other than B2C, which has been kind of our call for a long time. And the other thing is that we're trying to urge insurers to diversify the products offering, bring products to market that are fit for purpose for the region that we're in. Don't just lift and shift them from UK and US and expect them to sell, but build some proper products for the region that we're in, and we can help sell them.
Fantastic. That's a good thing to end on. Build some proper products. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank your panel.